Shalom, Israel. Shalom, shalom, shalom. Greetings to my fellow Hebrews scattered across the four corners of the earth, and anyone else that might be watching this, that the Father has awakened to this truth of His Word, what it really says, and what it really teaches, not the false doctrines of Christianity and other religions that have taken this Word and distorted it. I just want to share with you real quick an experience that I had and the scripture that came to mind when I had it. And hopefully it will inspire and encourage others to do it. So the scripture that came to mind, I'll read the scripture first, and then I'll tell the story, is Matthew chapter 5. I'm going to read verses 13 through 16, with 16 being the key verse, but I'll read 13 through 16. These are the words of Mashiach or Messiah, who many call Jesus Christ. His name is Yahushai, but many call Jesus Christ. These are his words, Messiah's words. He says, "Ye are the salt of the earth." He's talking to his disciples or to his people. That's who he came for, so that's who he's talking to. He's talking to his people that follow his teachings and his word. "Ye are the salt of the earth. But if the salt has lost his savor, wherewith shall it be salted? It is thenceforth good for nothing, but to be cast out and to be trodden under foot of men. Ye are the light of the world. A city that is set on a hill cannot be hid. Neither do men light a candle and put it under a bushel, but on a candlestick, and it giveth light unto all that are in the house." Here's verse 16. "Let your light so shine before men, that they may see your good works and glorify your Father which is in heaven." So what he's saying is we're special. And he says it all throughout his word. We're set apart. We're holy. We're a special people. So first he likens us to salt, which we know gives food flavor and is a preservative. And we all know that our people, so-called black people, African Americans, we know that we got flavor. Everything we do, music, dance, everything we put our hand to, we bring flavor to it, in every sense of the word. He says that we are light, meaning, and he said when you don't light a candle and put it on a bushel, you put it on a candlestick so that the light can be spread so everybody can see in the house. And we're supposed to be light, meaning we're supposed to be showing the rest of the world how to live according to the Most High's commandments and his expectations that are given in his word. So the experience is this. About a week ago, me and my family went to a boxing match here in the state that I reside. I'm in Minnesota. And we just hanging out. But every time I step outside my doors, if it's not for work, I'm trying to represent one way or the other with fringes. Not because, it's, well, he commanded it for sure. But also, this is my attempt to be light because it is easily recognizable. And with the spread of the truth that is happening, especially throughout this country, but even throughout the world, it's becoming a way to, a way to high sign, if you will, and express, express who we are. So I got my fringes on, and we walk in the building after getting through the ticket line and security and all that. And by that time, I need to use the bathroom, so I head right for the bathroom. And as soon as I get in there, first thing I hear, "Shalom, Israel." So, of course, I smile. "Shalom, Israel. What's happening?" And we talk for a minute. And another brother who didn't. So the brother that said "Shalom, Israel," he was with a friend or brother, whoever he was with. And then another brother, comes from the other side. And, "Oh, Shalom, Israel." So just like that, because I had my fringes on, just like that, they went from me by myself to all of a sudden four of us just talking, saying what's up, showing love. And then as he's walking out, he's even like, "Man, you see, he has fringes on," and I could just hear him talking. It was inspiring, and I got to thinking about that. Okay, that was cool. So then we, hang out for a little bit, go get our seats, and then I go to get my lady something to drink, And while I'm doing that, another brother approaches me because the shirt that I had on that had fringes on also had the candlestick on it, on the chest, had the candlestick on it. So he's like, "Oh, Israel, what tribe you from?" I said, "Oh, you know, Judah. What's up? Where you from?" He said, "I'm Issachar." I said, "Oh, okay, brother. Shalom, shalom." And later on, we seen each other again and talked a little bit. But the point that I'm making is those conversations don't happen if I'm not wearing fringes. Not because I'm trying to be super spiritual or I'm trying to, anything special like that. I'm just, for one, really my purpose is to obey the word. When I'm out there, he said, when we look upon him, we're supposed to remember the commandments. Now, if you are truly looking to live by these commandments, you're reading every day, you're studying, a couple times a week, really, getting into studying, not just reading, but, trying to look at them. In the book of Deuteronomy, it says we're supposed to talk to our kids about them every day. When we're walking, when we're sitting, or, living, obviously at that time, they all work together. A lot of them were farmers and that kind of thing. And today we have to leave the home to go to jobs and all that. So it's a little bit different. I get it. But the point being made is, as much as we can, we should be teaching our children these commandments. We should be learning them ourselves and then abiding by them. It's not enough just to say, keep the commandments. What are they? Are you studying them? Are you finding out what they even are so that you can abide by them? Okay, keep the Sabbath. You got that. And whether you keep it Friday to Saturday, whether you keep it Saturday morning, whether you're on lunar cycle, however you're trying to keep it, you got that. You're keeping that. Okay, you got the sacrificial. We ain't sacrificing nothing no more. You got the dietary. You staying away from pork and shellfish and all that. Okay, but what else? What else does the word say we're supposed to be doing? And are you trying to do that? And that's verse 16. It says, "Let your light so shine before men." This was just one way that my light was shining that night, which I just had on fringes. I didn't have a bullhorn and microphone and out there I was out there just having a good time with my family, and that's what we did. We had a good time. But while I'm having a good time, I never forget who I am. And I'm always trying to represent when I'm out there. So that if a brother sees me, or even if a sister sees me, that might give them some encouragement. Say, you know what, we out here. And the more of us that start to do that, we're going to start to see that unity that everybody's trying to talk about, that we need to see. Start with that. Start with some kind of sign. Because if I just had regular clothes on, jeans, shoes, shirt, and we'd have never spoke. Nobody would have never said nothing to me. Because I'd have been just another brother out there just doing whatever. If they don't know me, then they don't know me. But when you put them fringes on, though, all of a sudden, because of what's going on in our nation, because the Most High is waking our people up, we're starting to figure out who we are. We're starting to figure out how we're supposed to live. We're starting to figure out the lies that we've been told, and we're starting to figure out the truth that's really contained in this word. Now, all of a sudden, you see somebody with fringes on, you like, that's my brother. That's my sister. Okay, I see you. I see you. You might be inclined to say something. You don't know who you might encourage. Let your light so shine before men that they may see your good works and glorify your Father which is in heaven. That's Matthew chapter 5. That's verse 16. I hope that encourages somebody. When you step out the door, if you got one fringe shirt, make sure it's clean and throw it on. I'm only up to 4, and then a sweater, a zip-up sweater. So if I have to, wear a shirt or something that don't have fringes on, I got my sweater on, trying to represent one way or the other as much as I can. So I'm going to just encourage y'all to do the same. Let's be seen out here. Not, and I get it. It's not just about wearing fringes. Your life needs to back that up. Live a righteous life. Live a holy life. We ain't supposed to be out here like the heathen and all that. I get that. That's what's up as well. But you got to start somewhere, right? We got to start somewhere. Start there. Be a light. Let somebody see that light. You never know what kind of encouragement it might give somebody. All right. Peace. Blessings. Shalom.